South Sudan election debate grow as new questions emerge. Well, in today's report, we will look at two major developments that are attracting attention across South Sudan. The first story is about the country planned general election, which is scheduled for December 22nd, 2026 this year. While preparations are moving forward, some political leaders believe the country is still not ready for such an important event. In our second story, we will look at, or we will focus on a court case involving several political figures connected to first Vice President Dr. Machar. One of the accused has challenged the digital evidence presented against him, saying some of the messages found on his phone were placed there after his arrest. Well, both stories raise important questions about South Sudan's political future, the rule of law, and the implementation of the peace agreement. Why these issues matter and what they could mean for the country. Well, before we begin, if you are new here to Changfied YouTube channel and this is your first time, I would like you to tip the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video you can be notified. Let's begin with our first story. South Sudan has announced that it planned to hold its first general election since gaining independence in 2011. The National Election Commission has set December 22nd, 2026 as the election day. This announcement is seen as an important milestone because for many years elections have been delayed while political leaders work under different peace agreements. However, not everyone believes the country is ready. A faction of the Sudan People Liberation Movement in opposition, also commonly known as the SPLM-IO, under Vice President Dr. Machar, has expressed serious concern about the election timetable. The group remains loyal to first Vice President Dr. Machar, who has been under detention in Juba since March 2025. Following a meeting of the party political bureau on June 27, SPLM-IO leader released a statement discussing the election plan. The statement was signed by Engineer Joseph Malwaldong, who served as the political bureau focal point. According to the party, it is not against election. Instead, it said election should only take place after all the important conditions required by the peace agreement have been completed. The party argued that holding election before completing these requirements could affect the credibility of the voting process. In simple terms, they believe that rushing into elections without proper preparation could create problems and reduce public confidence in the result. Well, this is an important point because elections are not only about choosing leader, they also depend on public trust. Citizens need to believe that the process is fair, transparent, peaceful, and open to everyone who has the right to vote. The SPLM-IO say these standards should be fully met before South Sudan goes to the poll. The concerns raised by the opposition are based largely on the 2010 reply peace agreement. This agreement was signed after years of conflict with the goal of ending violence and guiding the country toward lasting peace. The peace agreement includes many responsibilities for the transitional government. These include security reform, political reform, constitutional changes, preparation for election, and the reunification of army forces. According to the SPLM-IO statement, many of these important tasks remain unfinished. Because of this, the party believes announcing an election date may create the impression that everything is ready when, in its view, many key responsibilities are still waiting to be completed. The National Election Commission announced the election date in line with legal requirements that require the Commission to declare polling several months before voting began. From the Commission perspective, announcing the date is an important legal step in preparing for election. However, the SPLM-IO under Dr. Machar said announcing the date should not be confused with actual readiness. This difference is at the center of the current political debate. One side believes the country should continue preparing while keeping the election timetable. The other side argues that preparation itself must come first before any election can be considered credible. This discussion is likely to continue in the upcoming month as government institutions, political parties, civil society organizations, and international partners watch development closely. The future of South Sudan democratic process depends not only on setting a date but also on building confidence among political parties and ordinary citizens. Many South Sudanese have waited for years to participate in a national election since independence. In 2011, elections have been postponed several times because of conflict, political disagreement, and delays in implementing peace agreement. Disappointment because citizens have continued waiting. Each postponement has created both disappointment and hope. Hope because leaders have repeatedly promised to create better conditions before asking people to vote. Now, another important moment has arrived. The announcement of December 22nd, 2026 has restarted national discussion about whether enough progress has been made to organize free and credible elections across the country. This debate is not only taking place among politicians, many ordinary citizens are also asking questions. Are security conditions improving? Have enough reform been completed? While every eligible citizen have the opportunity to register and vote or not? Can the institution responsible for managing elections perform their duties independently and effectively? These are some of the questions that continue to shape public discussion. As political leaders present different options, many citizens are hoping that whatever decision is made will strengthen peace rather than create new tensions. For many families across South Sudan, peace, stability, and economic recovery remain the highest priorities. They hope political competition will take place through peaceful dialogue instead of violence.